Hello, my name is Dragonborn McQueen and I wanted to talk to you today about the camp system in Fallout 76. Now, I only played 3 hours of the beta, but I did find it a little frustrating. I have since watched other people's tutorials and I have found out that you need to find blueprints to unlock most of the stuff. I do not mind finding blueprints. I have no problem with this aspect. I also know that you can lock doors. I think this would be a great addition. My main problem and main issue or confusion arises from the actual camp system itself, which is why, hence the title of this video, confusing and mostly pointless. Now, the camp system, you can place it down anywhere in the world, brilliant. From all the literature that I was, and all the way that Bethesda spoke about it in all the press conferences and the way it was sort of made to be believed, you could put it down and then pick it up, take it with you. Excellent. There's also a weight limit for how much you can put in the camp. Fine. Now, I got in the game and I put it down not far from one of the main locations you go to, and it was actually on a road. I just thought I'll put it down and I'll pick it back up and store it again in my Pip-Boy. I put it down, and then it said the only option I was given was to move it, and it was hidden behind a cap payment, and I obviously right at the start of the game I had no caps, so I had to then go and acquire the caps. Now I've got enough caps to move it, but if I move it, is it just going to sit in the new location I move it to? And it was all very confusing. I sort of had all these questions about it, and there was no one or nothing that could answer it. And for the most part I was being attacked or having to deal with something, so I couldn't really sit there and pore over a manual. I thought perhaps I could go back to the vault, but I know once you leave the vault you can't go back in there, so I need to find somewhere safe, like in a camp system, where I can sit down and read about the camp system. Kind of counterintuitive. Now, there is something you can you have a weight limit of how much you can store in there. That's fine, I can accept that. But I was a system perhaps where, a compromise where perhaps you could put the camp system down. If it has nothing stored in it, you can pick it back up, no penalty. Once it has stuff in, obviously then incur the penalties of paying caps. People will naturally take it out to look at it. They'll want to see what it's like. It was it's a brand new system. We've never had anything like this in a Fallout game before. So confusion, you're going to want to look at it and investigate it and try and find out what it does. Most of the stuff is, as I say, locked behind blueprints, and you have to find them out in the world, and it gives you a reason to explore. And I can't see building happening in the game until much further on. People get a lot further in, and then we'll start seeing build side. I would suggest if you're really into building, perhaps that's not the main focus for Fallout 76. It seems to be more on exploration and story, environmental storytelling, which Bethesda are very, very good at. There's no doubt about that. Since Skyrim days, you could walk into an area and you kind of get a flavour. Something's happened here, but what? And then you could look into it and slowly uncover what's happened. That's fantastic, and I love that side of things, which is probably why I still play Bethesda games to this day. But the camp, as I say, the camp system, which is the main focus of this video, seems to be very confusing, and I would have liked some kind of compromise where I wasn't going to be penalised for being curious. After all, that's what we're meant to be, curious. We're going to be curious. You're naturally coming out of the vault. You're looking at things. You're finding new things and that. By the way, I'm playing a medic character. I'll go into my character a bit more later on. I'll probably do a quick synopsis about the character and what he's going to be doing in the streams and that. I just noticed a jump there. I don't know whether that's because of the recording. It could be recording. Well, when I stream this, I'm streaming it 60 frames per second, and it's pretty spot on. My first hour and 20 minutes. I played for 3 hours in total because I wanted to play and discover the radio and that, so I'd have opinions. Oh, that was a bit weird, things popping up there. I didn't really notice a lot of pop-up, but I was half asleep when I played this, so tonight hopefully I won't be so half asleep. And yeah, there's someone else, and we talk to each other about as much as anything. But anyway, yeah, so the camp system, I like it. I like the idea of locked doors. There's potential for it, and I can see things doing. The big questions are, will the glitches still work? Probably not. I would think Bethesda would have got rid of all those glitches. You don't really need much. All you need is somewhere to sleep briefly. You're not going to have your camp out for that long, I don't think, and somewhere to perhaps craft ammo and do those sort of things from the resources. That's what it's mostly going to be used for. I haven't found out how to unlock those, or whether you need to unlock those, or whether you can just build those straight away. But I'm going to look into it a bit more next time I get to play, which will be today. Today is actually 1st of November, my boy's birthday, and the second day it's live on PlayStation and PS4, PC, sorry. So yeah, so camp, mostly confusing. This is just a quick video with my thoughts about the camp system. Hope you enjoyed it, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe. We'll be doing a bit about my first impressions of the game. I think I'll do another play session, then I'll do a first impressions. I don't think of one 3-hour session where I was very, very, very tired. I mean, I was extremely tired. I have kids, so I'm up at 7 o'clock, and yeah, I was up at 7 o'clock the next day. Pretty hardcore going. Bethesda, you could have made it day on, day off. That would have been far more sociable for people, you know, which we weren't told way before the beta. Anyway, that's for another video, which will be my thoughts. But yeah, camp system, confusing and mostly pointless in my opinion. And if I another final thing, yeah, I just thought of it. Another quick thing: if I do store stuff in there, can other people see my camp system? Can they access it, or do they have to be in my party to access it? It's all. We have these hundreds of questions really, and you need somewhere to sit and be able to read or be able to talk. You know, when talking to random strangers, I noticed that most of them don't talk back to you, or perhaps they don't have a microphone, so you don't get the feedback that you perhaps want. Can they see your camp system? Can they access it? Important questions if you can start storing resources in them. Of course, if you have any feedback, any comments you want to leave down below, I'd be more than happy to make a follow-up video and discuss any thoughts you have if you've played the beta, or if you have any thoughts about what they could do to improve the system for the camp system. I look forward to hearing from you, and I look forward to making the next video for you to when I give my feedback on my first thoughts of Fallout 76. Anyway, I hope you liked this little video, and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.